Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Yes. Check out Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare products, and make sure y'all go when you go in. If you spend $35 or more, you can put in a promo code which is OG Network 26. That's OG Network 26, and with that you will get a 15% discount on your purchase of $35 or more. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Anyway, let's talk about it. That's the title of this video. Why? Because as people come in, and as they come in, and we're gonna get into different topics, different subjects. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm here today, and I'm enjoying my day. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed day, wonderful day. I'm here a little early today, but I don't care. You know what I mean, most of the time I'm a little later in the day before I decide to do my lives. But I love it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the conversation. Um, I enjoy, just talking to different people that we meet online, as far as YouTube, the YouTube family. I mean, I love their support. I love when we all get together and we have fun. And the Fracker Show is just one of the best shows, in my opinion. Is the best show on YouTube. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's because you never actually watched the Fracker Show, so you ain't gonna know anyway. But yes, it's in my opinion, Fracker Show is the best thing on YouTube. But outside of the Fracker Show, again, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get myself situated here. I'm trying to open up my stock account because I like to keep it open to my eyes, so I know what's going on in my account at all times. Got up this morning. You know what? Since I mentioned stock account, we're gonna start there. Let's talk about it. Yes, I'm still purchasing, still buying, recycling money. I had a conversation with a family member. I'm gonna say family member, and it kind of reminded me, kind of took me back to realize how complicated sometimes it can be to maintain your investments. I'm gonna say it that way. To maintain your investments. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of times when we start talking about investing, and we start talking about money, and we start to say, "Oh, you need to be more responsible. Need to be more with your money. Need to be more than that with your money." But there is another aspect that never really gets to talk about is life. When life happens, and that's something that's a subject we really have to really keep in mind when life happens. What I mean by that is that, let's say you start out, you know what, I'm going to go, and every week I'm going to put $1, $2, $5. I'm going to try every week, every time I get paid, I'm going to try to invest $5, right? And you try to stick to that pattern. And before you can get, $100 invested, something crazy happens. Something bad happens. And what ends up happening is, and if you have to gather up some money, you're going to go get the money wherever you can get it from. And you're looking at your investments and you're saying, yeah, I'm going to have to take this money out. You ain't even getting started yet. And I'm going to tell you what ends up happening. When that happens, what you end up doing is you start to forget about it and you back away from it. And guess what you don't do? You don't go back. You just don't go back. One thing I've done throughout this time in this journey when it came to investing is that I did everything I could possibly do to protect, never having to relinquish my investments. I try my best not to touch it. And that was a hard thing because a lot of times if you own vehicles, you have problems. And let's say it's a vehicle that you own and you got to get fixed. You got bills, you got life. Stuff happens in life. It happens on a regular basis. And what ends up happening, yeah, I eat on my live. Yeah, I do a lot of things like this on my live. I eat. Man, you gotta be perfect, it's not scripted. But what ends up happening is you end up selling what you had, and then you don't go back and you don't start it. Or you try to help somebody else out. That can happen too. You say, you know what, their problem, they done start to put their problem on you and try to make you feel guilty about not helping them, even though they could have been helping themselves the whole time. Whatever the case may be. But a lot of times, these are the type of things that tend to happen. And you start to back away from the thing that was the investment aspect of it. I understand it because this was always a hard fought battle with starting to get ridiculous. It really is. Sorry about that, y'all. I can't control the internet. I can't control when it freezes, but it don't freeze us. Um, I'm really starting to think that there's more to it than this because I've been having this issue every day. And yeah, we had some weather come through here, but it's just starting to get ridiculous at this point. But anyway, I so I started investing, and then like I said, stuff gonna happen. I remember there were times where things happened, and I really had to do it, and I had to actually go to where I had money invested at, and I had to touch it, and it hurt my heart. It did. It hurt my heart. I'm like, man, and it was a lot too. It was. Oh, some people may say it's not a lot. Some people may say it's a lot, but overall, it was. I'm gonna say probably about $10,000 that I had to literally suck out of my investments, and I was like, I thought about all of the time, how much work I put in that account to get it to where it was at, and it was just like, man, and it hurt my heart. But then I had to think about it. I said, bro, the stock market ain't going nowhere. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be up, it's gonna have to be down, it's gonna do a whole lot of stuff. But you gotta go take care of your issue, get it out the way, and go back to doing what you was doing. And that's what I did. Say, okay, gotta do what I gotta do. Go took care of my issue, and I went back to doing what I was doing. Did not stop investing. I went right back to doing it. And guess what? Eventually, I started seeing the money come back. Was it everything I had invested with? No, there was another account that I was working, and I was trying to build the value of it up to get that account to a point where it's sustaining itself. And I was like almost there, and then that happened, and I had to go back. Now, I went back to work on that particular account, and it's still growing. And it's pretty much almost back to where where I'm okay where it feeding itself. Here's my point to feeding itself is that I like to invest in companies that pay out dividends. That's just my move. Not saying it's the best move, not saying it's the only move. I know that. I'm just saying how I do things. So what I ended up doing, I said, okay, I'm gonna go back and I look at investing in dividends like I look at real estate. So when I went back to start, filling that account up, filling me up, working on my other accounts, that's where I wanted to stay at. And I don't like when that situation came about, and I seen all that money I had to take out, and I started to work back to get back in. And I realized that what, you're almost back to where it all happened at. You worked and you restored that money to the point where it's back, almost where it was before. Now it hurt, but the thing is, I didn't quit because of it. And there was other moments where things have happened when there was a good excuse to just jump out and stay out. And I said, no, I'm going to stick to this. I see where this can go. I see how well this can go for me. I'm going to keep sticking to it. And that's what I just did. I just stepped to it. I kept sticking to it, and I did not quit. And overall, because I did, I'm on the winning end of it. Now, does that mean that everything I have invested in is doing well? No. Some stuff I'm in the red, some stuff I'm in the green. mostly in the green and the red. My overall accounts are in the green, all of them. But I really don't care about that so much. And that's why a lot of times people are like, what? I care about the income. That's what matters to me when it comes to investing. It's the dividend income. Is it enough to sustain my life? No. It's getting there. That's all I can say. It's getting there. But it is enough to be that I don't have to take money out of my pocket to keep investing. It is doing the job for me. It's just doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Is I want to build enough income in it where I didn't have to take it out of my pocket. I can just recycle the money. And what's up, Davis? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, appreciate it if you do. What I did was so I'm gonna stick to this. I'm gonna stick to it, and I invest for the income, solely, mostly for the income. Yeah, I do invest in stuff that don't pay dividends, but that is a small portion of my overall accounts. But I understand the risk in that. I do. I understand that, you can invest in these startup companies and stuff like that, and they're gonna burn through money. Most of these startup companies that starting out, a lot of times they don't even survive. And if they're not smart and wise about how they handle money, and they think this, and they functioning like there's an endless pool of money that they can just keep whatever. And then you got companies that got CEOs that's making ridiculous amounts of money, and all you see throughout the company is failure. And they want to encourage you to continue to keep investing when all they're doing is burning through money. So that is extreme. That's why you have to be very mindful and cautious of how you invest, and you got to watch what's going on a regular basis. What's up, Cowboy? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Welcome in. That's why you have to be mindful of what you're doing on a regular basis when it comes to investing. You gotta kind of be able to dig deep. Most of what I have invested are in ETFs. I do have some individual stocks like that, but most of them are solid. My vast majority of my money is invested in stuff that is solid. Why do I have guns in the background? Because I like guns. I like guns. I invest money in guns. And I like the right to keep a bear on, and that's why I have them. They're a good display piece. It's good for, And then another thing is that, the flag and the guns. I have nothing but respect for people that serve this country, and I esteem all military veterans above the president. In my opinion, it's just me. And that flag behind me is an honor of all my uncles and my members of my family and the ones that are out there in the world every single day, sacrificing to keep us safe. And that's what that represents. You should probably not use it. Just use it for leg defense. Yeah, I never understood when people get the gun and thing and they want to. I don't look at guns as a means of hurting people. So for somebody to have guns and they think that your reason to have a gun is to hurt people, then you shouldn't have a gun. Just put it down and get away from it. I don't look at it that way. Guns are not for hurting people. Guns are for protecting. And that's what I've never had to use mine for nothing like that. I thank God I never did. I hope and pray that I never have to. But they're used for protection. They're used for hunting. They're used for a lot of, vast majority of different things. Guns are a tool. They're not made for hurting and killing people. For people that think that way, and the first thought in your head is when you see a gun and pick up a gun is, oh, that's what they're for. Then you're right. You shouldn't have a gun because you don't know. You already don't know nobody. Until you understand why we have guns, then you should never have a gun yourself personally if you think guns are for killing people. And anybody that says that, then no, just make sure you don't, because you don't understand why you have them. Appreciate it, Cowboy. I don't really want a Lamborghini, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't like two-door vehicles. Like I don't, I like looking at Lamborghinis. If you talking about Lambo, yeah, I like it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, dude. And just want you to know, Cowboy, if I get a Lamborghini, it's gonna get sold, and I'm gonna go buy what I want. Like I'm gonna go buy me some type of large SUV or something that has space where other people, I got grandkids and stuff like that. So I personally probably would never buy a Lamborghini. Somebody give it to me, it's gonna be gone faster than they get. I might drive it once just to, oh yeah, this is exciting. Okay, time to go. Yeah, but they're nice cars. I admire the work. I admire the craftsmanship and everything that goes into making Lamborghinis, and I think that they're amazing cars. But me personally, I just I won't buy one. I just don't. And they're great. They're great to look at, and they're great for people that have it. But me personally, I just I like a pickup truck, SUV. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of SUVs, but I like going fishing and stuff. So I do have that. That's where I am at, and I don't. Lamborghini ain't good when you're trying to drive over some dirt and grass and mud to get to some water that you want to fish on. So for a person like me, it just doesn't work. But they're nice cars. I appreciate them. But yeah, back to what I was saying about as far as investment goes. Hold on one second. Matter of fact, and for those that are on the live, I appreciate it. Do me a favor and check out Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare Products. We're going to run a 30-second commercial explaining what they are and what they do. And understand that on the OG Network, you get a 15% discount on all of your purchase. Hold on one second, y'all. Let's see what. Okay. Cowboy Fox. Yeah. Y'all hang in there for a 30-second commercial. And I'll be right back. Explain what it's all about.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Yes. And with that said, you get a 15% discount. That's a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 or more. If you put in the promo code OG Network 26. That's OG Network 26. And if you go to buy Top to Bottom Hair Skincare Products, you put in that OG Network 26 promo code, you'll get a 15% discount off of all of your purchase of $35 and up. And as I talk about the Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare Product, just so y'all know, see this right here? This is what I use in my hair. This is their product, and this is what I use in my hair. And guess what? See this right here? This is what I use on my skin. So if you want to know what I use on my hair, and you want to know what I use on my skin, those are the two products that I love. And there's other ones that I'll probably get into at another time, but those are part of my top 5 favorites. And back to what I was saying about the stock market, because we're gonna get back into investing and stuff like that. And I appreciate y'all, really do. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, they make candles too, but that's not a candle. That's hair care products, skincare products. But they also do make candles. That right there, Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. They make candles too. Yeah, as it relates to investing and as it relates to a lot of things. And here's the thing. I'm usually doing my lives a little earlier, a little later than the day, but I was just like, man, you know what, I'm bored. I ain't got nothing to do. It's early. I'm gonna get on live and I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna enjoy myself. So hopefully y'all having a blessed day. Hopefully y'all having a wonderful day. I really appreciate y'all. Really do. Appreciate if y'all hit that like button. Appreciate y'all hit that subscribe button. Real talk. Sitting there and still trying to look at my stock accounts. Well, one of them anyway. The one I work the most. Let me have fun today. I mean, the stock account I work the most, I usually use. Oh, I don't sell weapons. I don't sell weapons. I buy stock in companies that make weapons, but I don't personally sell weapons. I don't want to sell them. I just want to use them. I like going to the range and enjoying myself at the range, and stuff like that. So that's what I use. That's why I have them. Of course, self-protection, but mostly just, you know, but I don't sell weapons, and I have no intentions of ever selling weapons. I mean, unless I go get a weapons, a license to sell firearms and stuff like that. But that's everybody else. I ain't trying to sell no weapons. I would never make money selling weapons anyway, because every time I get something, I'm like, no, I can't sell this. I got to keep it. And I like this. This is nice. I got to keep it. Yeah, I'm not the one to be selling weapons, because, it's like, I'll be getting what they call high off your own supply. It'd be hard to sell the weapons because I'll be wanting everything for myself. So I'll leave the selling of the weapons to everyone else. I like to buy weapons and keep them for myself, so that I can use different things to go to the range with. But, it is what it is. It's all right. It's all right, cowboy. Appreciate the conversation. Man. It's a beautiful day. Make sure if y'all on the live, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's funny how it starts to be so clear how there used to be so many people. I ain't gonna say so. It was always a handful of people. And they come on my live and criticize me for my political stance of voting for Trump and supporting Trump and stuff like that. And it's funny that now that we are a year in and they've been defunding a lot of stuff, I noticed that a lot of the defunding is affecting all of these people. As I said a long time ago, I said, listen, the people that they see on my lives that are coming in and trolling, and I'm not saying that they all gonna go away. I'm not saying that they all gonna go away, but what I'm saying is that I knew 100% that they were being funded by basically the Democratic Party to do what it is that they do. And I noticed that money that they were getting paid is getting sucked out dry. And the funny thing is, it's one thing to lose an election. There's another thing to get exposed on the level that they're being exposed on. I'm going to talk about the stock market because, I'll get back to that in a minute. Let me see. More Americans today believe Donald Trump is a child molester than voted for him. Yeah, what world you live in? Yeah, that's funny. 3047 guns. Neo, yeah, for the Matrix. We're going to need lots of guns. That's funny. Yeah. But, I mean, a lot of the stuff that you see in the movies and stuff like that is good for entertainment, but you never take that type of stuff on the streets. Like, when y'all see these people on the streets doing all the stupid stuff that they do and putting all these other people in harm's way, doing this reckless stuff on the street because you got some so-called beef with somebody else. Man, get off. Get off. There's no reason for you to do what you're doing. And I say it with everything in me. Mm-mm. There are so many joyful reasons to have a firearm. But being out in the streets and shooting up the neighborhood and possibly killing some innocent people, that is such a problem. Well, here's the thing about it is that you can't go by what media says, because the social media, mainstream media, has always done nothing but lie. And my thing is this: it's not, I think Joe Biden is a child molester? I mean, the story of his daughter wrote the story is why people thought Joe Biden was a child molester. This bull crap that they keep trying to spin about Trump is all bull crap. They don't even be knowing half this. My thing is this: they never understand what Trump's playbook is. And I don't know if Joe Biden's like, when they look at the behavior of Joe Biden recently. Now, here's the thing: I don't particularly care for Joe Biden, but here's my point: Joe Biden is old and senile, and we all saw that, right? And this is just Joe. I'm gonna talk about Joe Biden at first. Him as a president was not doing the job. I don't know who was doing the job, but I definitely know it wasn't him. The other thing with Joe Biden is this: is that when they see him sniffing the kids and stuff like that, yes, it's weird, but he's senile. He's old and he was senile. That's the whole point. The stuff is weird and it's funny, and to some it's funny, some it's weird, but it's, again, he was old and he was senile, and we all saw it. And they lied and lied and lied as if something was wrong with this man, and we knew it. We saw it. He was off, way off. So a lot of his old man behavior is just because he was old and he was partially senile. That's it. Now, do I think Joe Biden was a child molester? I don't know. And neither do I know that about Trump. My thing is this: if Joe Biden was a child molester or Trump was a child molester, and y'all had proof that they were, not speculation, not trying to spin a narrative a certain way. If you had proof and all of y'all knew it, why y'all didn't do nothing about it then? Joe Biden been in politics for almost 50 years. Trump has been in business for almost 50 years. I mean, forever. Both of them been in public figures for a long, long time. Is my point. Both of them. And neither one has went to jail for anything. So I'm not trying to defend neither one, but my point is, it's bullcrap. That's all it is. It's propaganda, media hype, and bullcrap. That's what it is. I can care less what the media has to say at this point. They have been showing themselves to be the biggest liars of all. Rarely do the media actually start to tell you the truth. I don't know where it started at, but I know now I've caught them in lies so many times that it ain't funny. That's why I don't care what the media says. I don't care. They could be telling the truth and I wouldn't care, because at this point, they just like the kid that keep crying wolf. At this point, when you tell the truth, nobody's going to care because you lied so much and you've been caught in so many lies. And the thing that they don't get with Trump is that Trump knows their playbook. He knows what they're going to do. He let them make all the noise that they make and then turn around and hand them their behind. He's been doing the same play against them because he know their play. Anytime you go up against somebody and you're competing against somebody and they know your playbook and you haven't figured out after all of this time that they're using your own playbook against you, because you don't have no other strategy, you keep playing the same game and losing every single time. So when people come to my live and they say stuff like this, Coach Ryder, more Americans today believe Donald Trump is a child molester than voter. No, they don't. The thing of it is that I watched all of this stuff. Even though I'm not in front of it 24/7, I don't talk about politics 24/7, a lot less than I used to. That's not true. Because what ends up happening is that as soon as you sit back long enough, the truth comes out. And what they don't tell you is that the reason why that dude, really a lot of reason why that guy was in jail, got caught, is because Trump was actually part of getting him locked up. Not a major part, but he was part of it. The other thing is, what about the people that said Trump saved their life on that situation? What about them people? And see, this is where, my thing is this. None of us are perfect. Everybody got some dirt in their closet, especially we all do. I do, you do, whoever's on my live do. Everybody got some dirt in their closet. We all do. So we cannot be, but because these people are public figures, we put them, some people esteem them as higher than human. And I don't. I expect some things to be messed up. Now, again, I always say this, and I say it to the child come home, to the cows come home. If you're found to be 100%, I don't care what people believe. If you're caught and you are a child molester, I don't care if it's Biden, I don't care if it's Trump, I don't care who it is, off with your head. And I say the same thing. I'm not going by speculation. I'm not going by assumption. I'm not going by public opinion, because a public opinion doesn't matter to me. Facts do. Truth do. And if those things come out to be so true, that's when you deal with it. I don't care about assumptions. I don't care about public opinion. A public opinion will make a lot of people guilty that ain't guilty just because the vast majority of people are saying it. So it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you're guilty. It doesn't mean you're not guilty. Until you get some facts, I don't want to hear it. I really don't. I don't care less. It's never going to change. It's not going to change my perspective of how I vote for somebody until I have a real reason not to say, okay, maybe this wasn't a person to vote for. So I'm going to go by speculation. I mean, meanwhile, everything that I voted for up until this point, I've been getting. So why would I be mad about? Why would I change my stance off of someone else's speculation, or somebody saying the vast more Americans believe that he's a child molester than? Where are you getting your information from? Because you're not even making sense. All they really doing is making more Americans sick of the Democratic Party and sick of them to the point where they probably will never win another election. That's what it's making them. Now, I'm not talking about these little local elections where, like city of Philadelphia, where the vast majority of people don't care who they vote for. They just vote blue no matter who. These places will probably always be that way. I always tell people, if you in a city or state that's like that, get out of there. If they all keep voting for the same mess over and over, like if you live in a crime-infested area, and the people that vote in that area keep voting for crime-infested politicians that want the crime, you can't fix that, because the vast majority of the people keep voting that way. So you can't fix that. Get out. That's what you do. You find another way and go where people vote differently, so you can get a better life for yourself. Because unless you're going to try to change everybody's vote, the vast majority of people vote, you're not going to be able to fix that. What you're going to do is you're going to be a victim of that mess, because they keep voting the same way. The city of Philadelphia vote for Democrats across the board. The city of Philadelphia votes for Democrats across the board. The city of Philadelphia has had a crime problem forever. They're going to keep voting for the same people over and over and over. Why? Because the vast majority of people in Philadelphia don't care who it is. All they care about if they Democrat. They don't care about if they qualified. They don't care about if they're capable. They don't care about their intellectual status. As long as they say they're Democrat, they will vote for Democrat. So city of Philadelphia will always have a crime problem because they keep voting for the same people over and over and over. Same thing with Chicago. We're going to go to Chicago then. Again, prove it. There is no FBI information that says that. So shut up, because you don't know what you're talking about. Again, y'all go find propaganda and see, the fact that you wrote your title this way tell me you don't know what you're talking about. Why would anybody put that disrespectful stuff? Matter of fact, why am I even entertaining this? If you can't come up with a sensible name instead of writing that, your YouTube name tell me exactly what you are. An idiot. How about that? Like, why would somebody? This is why you can't listen to everybody. Like, your YouTube title says that. Says something like that. Like, this is your YouTube. You want people to take you serious. And your YouTube title says big penis. You know, they use the DICK word. And you want people to take you serious. How stupid is that? And these Democrats are paying these type of people to do this stuff. But again, like I said, and this is not against any, like I said, do I think Joe Biden? I don't know what Joe Biden or Trump is. If I find out that they were, off with their head again. But do I think does Joe Biden sniffing on babies and some of the weird stuff that he did as an old man? I just think he would just see now. That's it. I think he would see now. Now, would I have ever voted for Joe Biden? No, because I know historically Joe Biden has been a racist. I know he is. I know it. And if what people fail to realize when Obama picked him as a running mate, he asked everybody in America, the black people of America, to you got to let go of the past. Because he knew that black people were going to say, no, Joe Biden is a racist. And you're trying to paint him as not a non-racist when you knew, Obama, that he didn't like black people. And you still chose him as a running mate. That goes to show me something was off with you. You chose one of the most racist politicians in politics to become your running mate. And here's the thing, and black people still voted for you. They still voted for you, knowing what this dude was and how much he could not stand black people. And they still voted for him. And then turn around trying to paint Trump as a racist, but no one ever talked about the fact that Joe Biden was guaranteed on point racist, said more racist stuff as a politician than anybody. His whole crime bill fight was to try to keep black men and black people from being able to obtain firearms. That was the whole point behind it. His crime bill was to go after black people. No other race was as to go after but black people. His crime bill to try to stop people from having firearms was to go after black people, because he already knew that most white people was not going to hear that anyway. They already had theirs. But when he started seeing black people obtaining firearms on a larger scale, he went into work because he didn't want black people to own firearms. And Obama still picked this fool to be his running mate, but still try to act like he was for the black community. And no one can tell me up until this point, what did he do that benefited the black community? Since he was so blackity black. The black community is, after his 8-year tenure, is in worse condition than it was before he got there. Crime, everything went up. And their finances went down. Home ownership went down. So you tell me, what was it beneficial for them to vote for him? Now, Trump has been in office for 4 years. For a year right now. Back in office for a year. And you go look at all of the crime where he kept sending the National Guard at. Where it was mostly affecting the black community. But they said he's a racist, but yeah, he went into the black community so that the regular black people who get up and go to work every single day and trying to make an honest living every single day don't have to deal with criminals all day long, and you can't even, in carjackings and stuff. He went in their neighborhood to try to clean it up. But these Democrats, the one keep talking about Black Lives Matter. Meanwhile, y'all arguing with this man who went in there to try to save black lives. So where does it matter? How can you say Black Lives Matter when y'all not doing anything to save black lives? And when he does something to save black lives because he's not a black person, y'all not okay with that. So what is it really about? Because why didn't Obama do it? If Obama cares so much about black lives, why didn't he do that very same thing? Because black lives don't matter to Democrats. Slavery do. Poverty do. That's what they want. That's why they want a thumb on your life and continue to keep you right where you at. But I'm going to move on. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm going to move on. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? God bless y'all. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hitting that subscribe button. And before we move on, I want y'all to tell y'all about some wonderful hair care and skincare products from top to bottom hair and skincare. And we're going to run that 30-second commercial. And after that, I'll be right on back.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Yep. Welcome back, everybody. How y'all doing? Yeah, all the trolls ran away. Yeah, they make me laugh when they come in here with the nonsense. When they come with the nonsense, come with some facts. And calling me names don't mean this and that, don't mean you saying facts, because it ain't facts. But anyway, let's get back to the hair care and skincare product. Just so y'all know. See this coconut butter cream cluster? See that right there? I know y'all can see that pretty clear. I can see it pretty clear. Let me see what that looks like. Yeah, coconut butter cream cluster. This is what I use on my skin, y'all. This is from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare, and I'm not making up. This ain't no new jar. This is me. This is what I use. This is what I use on my skin. This smells. Oh my god! It always. Every time I open this jar, I'm like, man, this thing smells wonderful. It really does. So if you're looking for skincare product, number one, it works well, very well, very very well. I'm not saying that I have perfect skin, but I think my skin's doing all right. What y'all think? But yeah, Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare, coconut butter cream cluster. If you go to Top to Bottom website, Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare website, that was the commercial that we just ran. You get a 15% discount on any purchase of $35 or more. On $35 or more, 15% discount on all your purchases. If you put in the OG Network, which is OG Network 26, that's OG Network 26. If you put in the promo code OG Network 26, you get a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 or more. And if you're not sure where to get the link from, you can actually go right to, you don't even have to go that far. If you're on Ron's opinion, don't matter. If you're on Ron's opinion, don't matter right now, right? Tell you what y'all do. If you on my channel, right? And you go into my channel where it says, like just regular, hit the more. I'm sorry, let me go back here. You go in there and you hit the more. If you go ahead, hit the more, and you'll see Top to Bottom. And then you click that, take you right to their website. So if you're not sure where to go, all you got to do, if you're already on this channel, and you go on my channel, hit the more, and you'll see Top to Bottom website. You click that, you'll be right in that website. If you put in the OG Network, that's OG26, you get a 15% discount on any purchases up to $35. And just so y'all know, these are two of my top 5 products that I use, which is the coconut butter cream cluster, that right there, and the herb infused buttercream. See that? I call it Afro Magic. Because it keeps my afro tight and it works on my afro. Now this is a new jar. I had went through another jar. This is actually a new jar. As you can see, I just started using it. But I love their product. I love the way the fact that it's organic, the fact that they don't use like toxic chemicals and stuff like that, and all that other stuff. The other thing is that they're American made, right here in the country, right here in America. So if you're looking for great product, and they make candles, and their candles smell awesome. I use them all the time. I probably done burnt through plenty of candles that they make and everything. But if you're looking for hair care products, skincare products, and looking for wonderful made candles, go to Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare products. And if you're not sure how to get to the website, you can go right on my page. And if you go and hit more on my page, and if you go to, you'll see Top to Bottom website up there. You click that link, and it'll take you right to their product. If you put in the OG Network 26, you get a 15% discount on all your purchases. And I'm just showing y'all two of my top 5 as we get on to this live. Now let's go back to what I was originally talking about. I got a question for y'all. I don't use Facebook, right? I really don't. I have a Facebook account, but I really don't use Facebook. So I'm thinking about linking my account to Facebook, and I'm still not 100% there yet, but I'm thinking about it. I just not really a big fan of Facebook. But I might end up creating a new one and just linking it to Facebook. I like YouTube. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I like YouTube. I got an account on DJT, which is True Social. True Social. I have an account on Rumble. I even have an account on X, but I rarely use them. I mean, I'll send my link over there to them pages or whatever, but I rarely use them. I stick to what I like YouTube. I like YouTube more. That's where I do most of my lives and stuff like that. And as the OG network continues to grow, because I believe we're gonna grow, and we are growing. We're gonna get large and in charge. And I appreciate all the shows that we do, which is the Philly Network, Philly Talk, which we did yesterday. All Work Services was on there, and just kind of talking about his journey, because he grew up in the city of Philadelphia, and just, we try to interview regular people. Like, we don't be trying to go find famous people, this and that, and like that. We want to show you our regular people who survived Philadelphia and is doing wonderful things. That's it. That's what we do. We give them a chance to showcase and talk about their life or whatever they're willing to reveal about themselves. And none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect at all whatsoever. But we all in this world trying to strive and do better. I mean, some of us are not trying to do better, but a lot of us are. And the world ain't perfect, and the world ain't kind. And you got to prepare yourself for whatever comes. And that's real talk. You got to prepare yourself for whatever's coming. And, it is what it is. I don't particularly, let me move this out of the way. I don't like it when people make stupid YouTube names. So I'm going to take that down off of the screen. If you're going to make a YouTube name, and some stuff is just so immature. You can tell by the name that you're just an idiot. You know what I mean? And they making up fake YouTube pages just so they can try to go troll people and stuff like that. And they act like they can't be found. Some of these people act like they can't be found because I'm gonna make a YouTube page, and then they try to switch it up, change the name, and call it something else. And like the level of immaturity with some of these people is just ridiculous. And that's real talk. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Again, appreciate y'all time. Thank y'all for hanging in there with a brother. Appreciate it. I love doing mine and doing my lives every morning. I got started a little early this morning, and but I did want to get in here and have a little bit of fun with it. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow around the same time, around the same station. Oh man, but anyway. But again, back to what I was saying before. If you're a person that's looking for hair care products, skincare products, and wonderfully made candles, please go check out Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare Products. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare Products. If you put in OG Network 26, you will get a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 and up. And then you get a chance to get some herbal, the Afro Magic that I have. That's the real name of it, but I'm calling it Afro Magic because it'd be doing a hell of a job on my afro. And that coconut buttercream custard right there, yeah, you might want to get your hands on some of that too. You know what I'm saying? But again, use OG Network 26. And if you're not sure where to go, you can hit the More on Ron's Opinion Don't Matter channel, and you'll see the link to Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare Products right there. You can just go there, make your purchase, put in the OG Network 26, and you'll get a 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 or more. And then also, if you're not sure, we're going to close out on this. And for everyone there, y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. And Ron's Opinion is out of here.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.